Morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Let me know if you're here, if you're joining me today. Say hi, wave, likes, whatever you want. Hey, good morning, Wendy. Nice to see you here. I started my video with smile because I got feedback that usually I have my eyes closed and then staying on the screen, but I'm trying to smile. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Steve. Nice to see you guys. And I will straight jump into that. Susan, good morning. Nice to see you guys. That's great. Joanne, yes. It's a lot of people tuning in. I will just probably straight away jump into the Zoom or the live when you are on live video in our group. You can start a watch party if you want. I can see if someone is actually starting the watch party, and we will have great gifts or presents. We will have some giveaways for people they're actually sharing and they want other people to actually listen, because I believe everybody has some friends or some followers that probably can get some value from our conversation. And as I said, you can join the challenge anytime you want. This is our day free. And it doesn't matter if this is your day one or day two. We will leave the videos in the group for around 60 days. That means you can join the challenge anytime, even after we are finished. That means that doesn't really matter. Don't worry, you don't need to do your homework for all 3 days in one day. Just take your time and run through the small questions and homework slowly. Don't rush it because it's very important. Hey, Tom, some new people, great. I will talk about beliefs today, and I will straight jump into that because it's very important topic, and it's something that is very important because beliefs are filters, and we're using them to create our reality. And we are teaching a lot about the filters we are using for creating our reality through the thoughts, and we are creating emotions based on that. But major filter is definitely their beliefs. Is that, as I said, we create or we use them, we kind of doing that unconsciously. We are using them to create our reality. Our beliefs arise as a result of thinking that we had. Remember, thoughts, conditions, beliefs. That means we are some kind of growing with this, and we are programming our brain during the life. More you have the thought, when you have some negative thought, you're creating a neuropath in your brain. When you have significant trauma or experience, that combined with a thought from belief that you have as your main programming, that's when we really setting up our behavior and our experience of reality on a kind of negative path. Why is that important? Look, beliefs is simply convenient assumption of reality. It's how we are actually thinking about the reality. It's our perception of what is real. We have been sampling all the experiences we had, and we have been formulating and forming our beliefs during all our life from childhood. We have been, I'm sorry, just my voice today. If you grew up surrounded by love, you might think that all parents in the world are loving. That's a great example, you know. If you grew up in a bad family and you have a bad traumatic experience from parents, or you were abused, you will think that somewhere inside you, it's actually, that's normal. That is what is happening. And that's how the parenting is. And it's normal. Everything is conclusion. We are making them up. The question is that conclusion working for you and helping to create fantastic and great reality? That means that's always what we ask, if our beliefs or our filters is really helping us to create that great reality we want to experience. As an example, I like to use this one because it's kind of great just thinking about beliefs, how we are forming them, or how unconsciously they are basically creating our reality, and they are coming in every day of our life. And it's just imagine the child, for example, 3-4-year-old child running around, you know, running from the bathroom and playing with friends. And you have a lot of people in the house, and it's kids are running naked, you know, like sometimes doing that during the summer. And you start to scream at the child and saying like, hey, you need to put something on you can't be naked here. And you're just really angry as a parent. And you wouldn't believe, but this is already putting the limiting belief into your child. And that child, when is 18 or more or 20 years old, you can notice they are probably shy to go to the beach in bathers, or they are not feeling really great in their body or naked. And it's really, it's just a small example. Those things are happening all the time, every day. And we are creating something in childhood that we don't even remember. That means it can be when we were 3 years old, 2 or 4 years old. We really have these invisible filters, and they were created from the situation we were going through or through the experiences we had. Those filters are like a set of sunglasses. Like if you have them, if you wear them really long time, you just forget that you wear them anymore. It's just reality, and you believe it's true. Like when you have pink ones, you believe that the world is pink. If you have dark ones, you believe that the world is darker, and you forget that you're wearing any sunglasses. We need to challenge those beliefs, especially beliefs like I'm not good enough, or I can't make it, I'm not worthy, or I'm not smart enough, I won't probably make it, or I'm not an expert, or I don't know enough of that about that topic. This can be updated and changed, trust me. All those limiting beliefs we can actually change. And that's the major thing to understand. We can, and we will run through questions that will help you to change that. Those beliefs filters are blocking the truth. That means you can't really experience our real life or our full potential, because we have them somewhere inside. If you have them as your filter, you will probably just delete an opportunity or feedback coming from your environment that you're pretty switched on. Sometimes your boss can tell you like, oh, you did great job, or someone else will tell you like, that was amazing, and you are just probably saying like, oh yeah, it's just, yeah, it's nothing, no, I wasn't that great. And this is what we do, because we just don't think that is true. When somebody is telling us we are great, we just can't accept that, because that's our limiting belief we have. That means if you run through that kind of situation sometimes, and that happened to you when somebody really told you that you're great or you did a really good job, and you kind of were a little bit resistant, and you say like, oh no, it's like, it was okay, or it was normal, or you just kind of don't want to say like, yeah, actually I did a great job. That's your limiting belief. That means you don't think you're great enough, or you don't really appreciate your work. Just think about that. It's just like a one example, and I'm going to check some comments, guys. Cool. Let's see what is happening here. Our beliefs are filtered that can influence how we perceive things. Yes, exactly, Dave. Thank you very much. That's so true. Because through our beliefs and plus other 8 filters or 9 filters we will talk about in our course, we just create this programming. It's just installed in our brain, and that's how we see the reality. It's a great thing, actually. Great example is when you're going to the movie with someone, and you coming out from the cinema after the movie, you know, and one person will say like, oh, the movie was great, and you will be like, oh, it was not really that great, I didn't like it. That's how we see the reality, different way. It's our perception, and the perception, everything is formed by those filters. They are inside, and their beliefs, attitude, values, their experiences, their memories. It's just so many of them, and you can really work on the filters to create or recreate the reality and make it more positive. It's another thing, the way to approach this is to start with desire. I really like that. We do that a lot in our program. That means we kind of run through 12 different categories, and you really think about desires in every category of your life. As an example can be my most and greatest desire in health, or in finance, or in relationship. you really need to think about your desires, like who you really want to be, and connect with yourself. One of the purpose in our life is actually honoring the sovereignty of your life. That means, as an example, Australia is a sovereign country. That means nobody can come into Australia and say like you will rule the country this way. And that's the same with you. You have free will. You are here to express yourself and express your preferences, and you can say what you want and how you want it. And you're choosing what life you will live. What is your real desire? What life you want to live? And it's all up to you. That means if you keep going with filters, they're not serving you, and you have limiting beliefs and you think you're not good enough, you will probably live that kind of life. And that's why I'm saying it's your free will. You can change that. And the question is, what would you like to do? That's the biggest question. What you really would like to do in your life? What is your desire? If you can choose from the menu of the world, from anything what is in the world, what is that? What is your passion? And you need to start to follow your passion. That's most important, because there is kind of like a rule of energies in the world. That means somewhere someone is crying like, I really need this, I really need this. And you are here somewhere crying like, I really want to give this, I really want to give this. And those two things, those two people or services or anything what you offer will actually find each other. You just need to remember that's like a gravity principle. It's just really, really normal, and it will happen when you will follow your passion. People will need you, or people need you already, but you need to just express that. That's why you were born with that kind of passion and personality. That means just remember, it's most important is to really express who you are. That's why we are starting with the desire, because through desires we can actually see limiting beliefs. Like we can start to ask following questions, like what are you here to give, contribute, to do, or to be? And what are you here to enjoy? I will actually share the questions again, because it's very important that you will sit down and really run through the questions and really, really calm yourself down. I always said, just take a breath, just really find your 15 minutes time and really go deeper into questions like this. Because when you're thinking about that, they're all big questions, and they're all going to help you to uncover your real potential, your real you. And you need to know, what are you here to enjoy, for example? That's another great question. And what would you be doing, sharing? What would you be doing in the world if you really can choose whatever you want? And what do I truly desire? It's the basically question that I was talking about, that we need to really go deeper into desires, because there is a need. When you have your passion, there is a need for that. Trust me. Exactly. Vibrational energy. Yes, it's happening. This will give you clarity. It will probably elicit some guilt, worthiness. It's a lot of different things that are coming up when you are asking those deep questions. And I had a lot of experiences, and I'm doing these small exercises all the time, because it's great to really go deeper. And if you're doing that once, sometimes you can't find the answers. That's fine. Just revisit the questions, even every day, even every week. Just go back and try to really focus what you are thinking about, what you really want in this life. And one day it will come. It will be so clear. The thing is, this is ongoing work. This is not going to happen just today. When you will sit down and answer the questions, probably you're not going to get all the answers straight away. The principle of mind and consciousness get together, and this thought can be manifested when you will find out what you want. And that's the most important thing, that we know there is a power of mind, there is a power of thought. And I told you, the thought is our reality. That's what we will talk about again. We will talk about thoughts, because thoughts are most important. We create everything with just one thought. That means when you have that one thought, there's a limiting belief, like I'm not good enough. Everything after, it's your reality. You probably can see the opportunities, can see the offers, can see why people coming to your life. You can't see all the things that are happening actually around you, because you just have that block. You just have the limiting belief. Yes, Wendy, clarity is crucial. It's so true. And it's so hard to find that clarity around actually ourselves, about our life. And it's really hard work. And I always said the inner work is it's the hardest. That's why it requires time. But you can try probably other questions as well. When we will go a little bit deeper, or that first three questions are kind of, very general. You can go deeper again and ask yourself, what do you desire in a relationship? What do you desire in your career? What do you desire in as a hobby? What do you desire as your adventure? What you would like to experience? Look, you just need to create a list of desires. Let's do that. Just create a list of desires, and based on them, just to realize and go deeper why you don't have them, yet, or why you don't live your passion. When you will go through this, you can have ego playing as well, because you need to come from the heart. I know this is not very, like, a lot of business people are like, oh yeah, she's talking about these energies, vibrations, and heart. Look, it's true when we want to really know what we want. Even if you are CEO, if you are a business owner, if you have 100 employees, we are forgetting to go deeper in ourselves and actually thinking what we really want. Because sometimes we are just we're just driving the car and we're just going, and we never stop, because it's something like, oh yeah, I just choose that I'm going to that destination, I'm just going. But we don't revisit what we really want. If we are still on the path we desire, if we are still going to direction that is still our major goal and didn't change. Yes, Dave, the inner work is the real key to your outer world success. I absolutely agree with that, Dave. Thank you for that. That's an amazing comment, because that's exactly what is happening when we actually working on ourselves. Our reality start or will change. And I can really say that from my actually personal experience, because that was what was happening in my life. I lived really 3 years just really in the tunnel. I was really sad. I had really bad trauma or experiences going on. I really didn't like. I even didn't like people that I love people and I really like to connect. But that time I just really had trouble to connect. And that was all my limiting beliefs and different perception. I just saw things differently. And I went out from that tunnel because I was asking hard questions and I was working on my inner world. And I'm here to show up. And actually, I want to be with you guys. I want to give you what I have, what I know. And I want to do these meetings every month because I want to actually have a drink with you. I want to see you and I want to connect with you. And everything changed again. And I'm actually back in my real self. And I think this is very important because we are losing ourselves with influence of family, partners, kids, or parents, or teachers, or other people around, and feedback we are getting. And it's really important to sit down. And that's why meditation is very important, because it's actually helping us to go deeper into ourselves and connect with ourselves. Okay, look, I'm not going to talk too much. I will just give you some ideas about beliefs where you won't actually take it a little bit further. Like we can have like a small exercise, and it's like a belief hunting, and it's just very simple one. That means you can probably put sentence together like want to have. Now it's your desire. That means anything what you want, but and now why you don't have, or what is your excuse? I usually think like some people say or tell me, like I can give you example from my clients, like, yeah, I really want this business run properly. And, I just really want to have $1 million in 2 months, or sorry, in 2 years. And, but I don't have enough time. I can probably do it because I have family and kids. For me, that's just excuse. That's your limiting belief, because there's a lot of people. I always ask, are there actually successful people in business and making millions of dollars and they have kids and families? And clients usually are like, yeah. I said, why you can't do it? That means it's really, you try to question your excuses, your limiting beliefs. That means think about that. I want to have something and add your desire, but there is some kind of excuse, and really put that sentences together, because it's really important. Thank you, Byron. Thank you. Nice to have you here. And I will just mention another limiting beliefs. They are really, really kind of great to think about them, because that's, we have a lot of limiting beliefs about, we call it nominalizations. It's like a concept. What I mean by concept is love, friendship, money, anything that you can't put in wheelbarrow, anything that you can't really count. It's more like there is something, it's a concept. It's created by us human. That's the name of that. You know, friendship. It can be anything. We can call it any other word. We just create a perception, or we giving characteristic into that words. And I want you to understand, or maybe just go deeper into, like, what do you really think? What do you really think about money? What do you think about life? What do you think about friendship? Or what do you think about health? Those are all concepts. And really think about that. What is your belief about those concepts? Be radically honest, acknowledge that, understand how that has been created. If it's not giving you or doing any service to you, what you believe about money or about life, then you need to change that belief. You need to change that story, that sentence in your head. Some people say, oh, relationships are hard. Guess what? Their relationships are probably hard. Someone thinks that money is hard to get. Well, I never thought that. I always think that money are always coming in the right time, and I always get them right time. If you think that money is hard to get, you will have really hard time to get money. Think about your stories. Think about health, you know, like some people say like, I was born like this, I can't change it. Again, limiting beliefs. You can change whatever you want. You can change your diet, you can change your exercise, you can change, and you can be a healthy person, even if you will start in your 40s or 30s, doesn't matter. Life. What do you think about life? What is your life? I always say it's like a movie. You're directing your movie. It's your life. Comedy, it's your life. Amazing. It's your life. Hard. Again, if your life is hard, or if it's difficult, or if it's drama, yes, probably that's how you put it together, and you have that in your mind, and that's how you project your life. If you will start to think about your life and really think what do you believe, please just sit down and write down what you believe about life, health, relationships, money. It's so important to really recreate those beliefs. And those are concepts, but we have one more thing, and I will have last few minutes. And we have identity beliefs. When you think about yourself, beliefs about who you are there just historical data points or you choose, or how you believe about yourself, who you are. Remember, you are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are nothing that. You are who you are, and you can choose who you are and who you want to be. You can decide who you are. You can recreate that. If you were living in the past and you were like, yeah, I never been really smart, I never been really skilled, you know, or I've never been really handy, say that today. I will start to be handy today. I'm going to do that. I'm going to learn more. I'm going to read more books, and I'm smart enough. And remember, there are people, even if you teach someone something, or if you do your job, like you probably are better. And when you have clients, they're coming because they know you're better in something, and you know a little bit more than they know. And remember, you just need to be one step ahead, you know, of your clients or students. That means it's all fine. You just really need to trust yourself and start to think about your identity beliefs. If you are comparing yourself to others, like, oh, that person is better and is much further, I can't really chase him, you know, or her, I will never do it. But on the other side, you need to understand everybody was one day at the beginning. That means if you're at the start of your journey, or if you're just start a business, don't try to get straight away huge revenue. Just take it step by step. Believe in yourself and believe that you are at the right time, at the right spot, and you are getting right results for that amount of time that you spend on your business. Of course, if you are very honest to yourself, and you will realize that, well, I didn't spend enough hours or maybe enough research for my business, that's why it's not going anywhere. That's another thing. You need to be really honest. That means, okay, I will give you a lot of questions. I will share the questions today with you guys, and I will just check your comments because this was great. I really love limiting beliefs because it's really huge work I have done as well. And I believe a few of you already done as well. It's a big thing in our program because that's something that actually stopping our clients to get results as a first thing. And there were always limiting beliefs, and we always have some. That means if we can work on limiting beliefs and exchange them and change that reality and put something that is serving you, that is moving you ahead, that will be something that can help you to actually grow, even your business, even your relationship, even your health. You can be better in your health, you can be healthier. Let's see the comments, guys. Thank you very much for your attention. Take the time to make your call to action. Sorry, that was replying. One step leads to the next step. Keep taking steps. Exactly, and small actions. And that's exactly with limiting beliefs as well. If you will do the exercise, just do one small thing, just answer a few questions, take a breath, go back, and just try to work on one limiting belief. Don't take all of them straight away, and don't try to change everything today. But do it step by step. Just find out what limiting beliefs you have around. For example, when you want to really achieve results in business, probably think about your limiting beliefs in what do you think about money? Or what do you think about yourself as a business person, who you really are? Are you living your passion? Are you doing your business through all your desires and passions, and you're actually really happy to do that? Or are you really honest? Are you really want to contribute? All those things, like really try to go deeper in that. If that is something about your health, just go to limiting beliefs about health, about your body, about I don't know, your history, like what you can't change when you think you can't change. Trust me, there are people. I spoke yesterday with one lady and it was amazing, and all doctors told her that she has 3 months to live. Amazing. She's living, she's happy, she's living, she's alive, and she's healthy, and she healed herself through the mind because she has all those limiting beliefs and all that conditions. And trust me, when we connect body, mind, and soul and all these together, they are working together. We are energy ball. We are not just our brain, or we are not just our body. Just remember, we are working as an energy. I know this is not for everyone, and trust me, if you don't like it, just don't be here. But I'm telling you, that's all about energy. And you can probably see that when you have low mood, you're usually attracting people with low mood. If you are vibrating in higher mood, you're usually meeting better people and better quality people. You have better and more quality conversations. Just remember that. Is that all about us, what we are actually giving, from the body, what we are actually, what people can feel. It's all about emotions. Even through the social media, even through the face-to-face meeting, that is working, and when you feel down, how it is and what is your performance. And I believe when you perform the best, and that's when you feel actually great. Thank you very much for your attention. I will run through the questions, and I like that I consistently say I am every day. Byron, thank you for comments. Take the time to make your call to action. I read that. Thanks, Byron. This was fun, and we will have some new people coming next few days because I got some messages, and I can't wait to have more people in our group. We are growing every day, and yeah, feel free to ask me any questions, and I can't wait to be here again tomorrow and talk about another topic. I will share the homework. If you have time for that, just please find a time and do it in your space, in your time. Try to be alone when you're doing your homework, and try to really focus on that. Yeah, have a great day.